Hello, my stamping friends. My name is Holly Peterson, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States. Today, I'm going to show you how to do this pretty background using shaving cream and the Poised Peony stamp set. Get started with that. We're going to go ahead and start with, this is the stamp set we're using, Poised Peony. And I'm going to go ahead and get started with the shaving cream. It dries fairly quickly, and I just have these styrofoam trays for my class participants. And I just got some shaving cream from the Dollar General store. So I'm just going to pour or spray a little bit of shaving cream in here. And I'm using my my tools that come with the embossing paste, and I'm just going to kind of smooth this out so that I have enough to lay a card layer in. I probably didn't need this much, but that's okay. I'm going to bring out my silicone mat so that I don't get sticky stuff everywhere. Okay, now that we have that, I'm using Highland Heather, Gorgeous Grape, and Blackberry Bliss reinkers. So then what you're going to do is you're just going to put a few random dots of each color. Whenever I buy an ink pad, I always get the reinker that goes with it. It kind of all looks the same once you get it on there. And then we're going to swirl it like frosting. So you're just going to kind of drag a tool through . And it doesn't have to be perfect. And I find that usually the second one that I lay in there is better than the first. I guess I could have told you the card sizes and stuff that we were using. I'll go over the rest of those here in a minute. I have 2 pieces of basic white that measure 4 by 5 1/4. One is for the inside, so we're not going to do anything with that. I do have an extra one to do another shaving cream on. So what we're going to do is we're going to just lay our cardstock in the shaving cream, and then we're going to pick it up . I warned the girls at class we're going to get inky and messy. So then we're going to just lay that on there, and I have a napkin here. I'm just going to get a bigger craft sheet, I guess. I'm going to grab some baby wipes here. Okay, so that one is not as subtle as my sample, but we will try another one. this kind of cleaned up here. And I'm actually going to bring out a bigger craft sheet here. Okay, so that was kind of dark. So I think I'm just going to redrag the colors. And we'll see what this one looks like. Let me grab another napkin. And if you wanted to, you could where you didn't have as much color. We are going to cut this down. Okay. This time I'm just going to press the napkin down. Okay, I think I like that one better than the first one, which is what happened the first time I made it. And I'm going to leave that on there. It's got some stuff on the back there. Clean up all this off of here. Hopefully we won't get any more color where we don't want it. Okay. Just going to dry that off here. This is good practice for my class tomorrow, so I'll be prepared with rags and whatnot for them. So anyways, that's how we make the background, and you can do that with any colors. I used the new Color Coach, and I did complementary. So Highland Heather, Gorgeous Grape, and Blackberry Bliss are complementary colors. This is new that Stampin' Up! Is offering, and it's really nice that if you're not great on color combinations, that you can use this wheel to help create, inspire your creativity. Okay. Our card base is Highland Heather, and it's 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. We'll just use our bone folder to make that crease nice and straight. I have a basic white that's 4 1/4 by 4 by 5 1/4 for the inside. I have Gorgeous Grape that's 4 by 5 1/4. We're just going to layer that on top of the Highland Heather. Like that. I have a piece of flowering Zinnias designer paper that measures 1.5 by 5. And this just gets layered onto the gorgeous grape. And I put it off to the left here. Except I didn't want to do that just yet. We got to put our shaving cream layer down. Okay, let's set that off to the side there. I need to trim this down. To 5 by 3 3/4. So I think I'm going to trim this end off. And I guess we'll trim it off this side here. You could use that for the inside if you wanted. Maybe we'll do that. Okay, let's layer this down onto our card front. I think we'll put it this way. Goodness gracious. Now my paper stuck to my envelope. Okay. This just goes flush up with the layer that has the shaving cream on it. And then for the label, I have a Blackberry Bliss, and it is a label cut from the Greetings of the Season die set. And I started out with about 2.5 by 3 1/4 for this layer. I'm going to take my embossing buddy. And this just takes all of the static out of the cardstock so that your embossing powder doesn't stick where you don't want it to. We're going to stamp with Versamark, and we're going to use this flower. And I'm just going to stamp that about there. And this little hello down here. I keep my embossing powder in these little containers with a command strip on the top to hold my little spoon. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. I'm just going to step over here to the side and heat emboss that. Okay, our embossing toolkit comes with this tray, has the nozzle on it, so that your excess powder you can put back in your container. It also comes with some tweezers and the embossing buddy. It's a great little item to have. Throwing stuff on the floor. Okay, I'm going to clean my peony stamp. Might as well do the hello while I've got it out here. Okay, for the inside, we are going to use that same flower image with Highland Heather. And we're just going to stamp that right here in the corner. And also on our envelope. Oops, a little extra love on that one. And then I'm going to take my Wink of Stella pen and I'm just going to color the flower. It does reactivate the ink. It's not pulling it very much off of this one, but you can actually pull the color from the stamped image and add some softer color to the image. And I'm just going to do the flower and not the leaves. I'm going to do that on the envelope as well. You can never have too much bling on a card, right? Okay, just like that. And then I'm going to stamp from the same stamp set, Best Birthday Wishes. And we're going to use Gorgeous Grape for that one. Okay, all of our stamping is done, so now we can assemble. And we'll put this up on dimensionals, our label. I avoided the hole where the bow is going to go because it'll push it down and maybe not be as bulky when it goes through the mail machine. And then I'm just going to put that in the center. I have about 9 inches of the sheer silver and white ribbon. I'm just going to tie a bow. I like to start with my right hand. I'm right-handed, and make a loop with kind of a short tail there, and then wrap this around, and then bend this into a loop and push it through. And then while I'm pulling on the strings, I hold the knot. And just keep pulling and tightening until you get it to the size that you would like. Then we'll take our snips. This one has a mind of its own here. And then I'm going to use a glue dot. Actually, I'm going to use a couple of glue dots. If I can find, here they are. So I'm just going to put 2 glue dots on the back of that knot. And then we're going to just add that to our card. And then we're going to put some rhinestones. Oh, I was going to put this on the inside. I guess we still can. Yeah, we can still do that. We'll put some rhinestones on the front. And I always like to do in odd numbers for my embellishment. Okay. Let's add this little strip of paper down here on the bottom. I'm just going to take my liquid glue and put a thin strip on there. And then we'll just snip off the rest here. And we're just going to add this to the inside of the card. And there we have a messy but fun technique to do for a different sort of background. Thanks for stopping by. If you've liked my video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thanks so much for stopping by.